ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। Let us resume our discussion on the spiritual discourses of Sri Ramakrishna with his intimate disciple M, the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. A very interesting topic was going on, quoting a book by a Western scholar, Sir Humphrey Davy, which was found in the library of Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar, the treating physician of Sri Ramakrishna. M read that book and is narrating a portion of that finding, and Sri Ramakrishna was keenly interested. He was asking, please let me know what is written in that book. Now M has narrated, there it is written, true knowledge is faith. विश्वास ही यथार्थ ज्ञान है. We commonly believe that knowledge, jnana, has nothing to do with Vishwas. Rather, we believe that Vishwas is अंधविश्वास. जो अज्ञानी है वो लोग विश्वास करते हैं, जो ज्ञानी है कोई विश्वास नहीं करेगा, वो वेरीफाई करेगा. लेकिन यहाँ पर कहा गया है विश्वास ही यथार्थ ज्ञान है. We already discussed these points at length, and today our topic was something else. But here it is said that one has to help others. Paropokar ही परम धर्म है. But before we proceed to that new topic, a question has come from the audience. As soon as they have come, I noted that in the Bhagavad Gita and elsewhere it has been said that whatever work we do, it bears a fruit, karma phala, and we are all bound by the karma phala. We have to bear the fruits of action done by us. If you have done good work, we will harvest good result. If you have done wrong deeds, we will have to harvest wrong results. And there is no concession in this. Swami Vivekananda says in the Song of the Sannyasin, good, good, bad, bad, and none escape the law. शुभ कर्मे शुभ मंदे मंद फल ए विधान रोधे नाही करो बल. So it is inevitable. But at the same time, last week I said that we must try for true faith because it gives us knowledge. And knowledge is the goal of life, because in knowledge all our fruits of actions are nullified. That's what I said, quoting the Bhagavad Gita, that we are all bound by the laws of karma, but there is one escape. If we acquire true knowledge, then it burns all the accumulated fruits of action and we become free instantaneously. So these two statements are contradictory. On the one hand, it is being said that if we do some work, we have to bear the fruit, no matter what happens in the meantime. And here it is said that if we can somehow acquire knowledge, we escape this law. Now, knowledge is something, a vague term. Who is a knowledgeable person? Does it mean memorizing a lot of scriptures, books, or getting scholastic understanding, getting degrees and diplomas? So in this milli, the solution has come up that your knowledge is complete when he have acquired faith, Vishwas. It's a golden statement endorsed by Sri Ramakrishna, because he says, जब वो साहब बोले हैं जाता तक ज्ञानी विश्वास है, Sri Ramakrishna said that would be very good. If one has faith, one has everything. ज्ञान लाभ हुआ तो सब कुछ मिल गया. एक दूसरी जगह लिखा था साहब, यथार्थ ज्ञान विश्वास है. श्री रामकृष्ण कह रहे हैं ये तो बहुत सुंदर बातें हैं. विश्वास हुआ तो सब कुछ हो गया. इन भगवद गीता also it has been said, न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशम पवित्रम ह्य विद्यते, ज्ञानम लब्ध्वा पराम शांति मचिरेनाधिगच्छति. ज्ञान का जैसा ऐसे पावन चीज और कुछ नहीं होता है. ज्ञान लाभ होने से परा शांति मिलते. कब? अचिरेनादि, तत्काल, धीरे धीरे नहीं. ज्ञान हुआ तो सब कुछ समापन हो गया. लेकिन वी हैव सेड दैट ज्ञान हैज नो लिमिट. Newton said that I am acquiring the pebbles of knowledge sitting on the shore of an ocean of knowledge. ज्ञान असीम है. कोई नहीं कह सकता कि हम सब कुछ जान लिया. किसी का भी धन सीमित नहीं है, असीम है. कोई भी नहीं कह सकता हम सबसे बड़ा धनी है, उससे भी आगे है. वैसे ही ज्ञान का बात है. तो हम लोग कब तक ज्ञान आहरण करें? क्योंकि भगवान अगम्य है, चिंता के बाहर है, वाक का मन का अतीत है. ज्ञान का शेष कहाँ है? यहाँ पर कहा गया है जहाँ विश्वास वहाँ तिष्ठ. स्टॉप इट वेयर यू हैव एक्वायर्ड faith. Interestingly, because those who of our young friends will argue that how we can give priority on faith, we give priority on our physical verification. जो हमें दिखाई पड़े, whatever being told is old system, is superstition. विश्वास कर लो, भगवान के बारे में विश्वास करो. This Swami Vivekananda objected tooth and nail. विश्वास से बल पर उन्होंने कुछ चीज लेने के लिए अस्वीकार किया. नो, I must verify. I must verify if it is true. Any scientific observation must be verified, then only accepted. The modern science says, do not accept anything on faith. पर यहाँ पर कहा जा रहा है विश्वास ही है. समाधान क्या है? समाधान है कि जो भौतिक ज्ञान है वो वेरिफिकेशन के बल पर प्रतिष्ठित है. जो आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान है वो विश्वास के बल पर प्रतिष्ठित है. ये समाधान. If you say something it is true, you have to prove it in physical and chemical laboratories. दिखाई पड़ना चाहिए. लेकिन ईश्वर के बारे में आश्चर्य की बात है, क्योंकि ईश्वर अलौकिक है, उसको जानना संभव नहीं है. एकमात्र विश्वास के बल पर ही आप जब उसको जान सकते हो. इसके उदाहरण है श्री रामकृष्ण. I have already narrated this incident, but I must repeat in order to answer this question. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, those who believe in him, they think he is God incarnate. Not all believe. Very few people believe, ना के बराबर, कि श्री रामकृष्ण ईश्वर के अवतार. अवतार किसको कहलाता है? गॉड टेक्स ए ह्यूमन फॉर्म. वाई? टू हेल्प द मैनकाइंड. हम लोग भगवान के संतान हैं, हमें मुक्त करने के लिए भगवान नर शरीर धारण करके मार्गदर्शन कराते हैं. देखो, इस मार्ग से चलो, तुम मुक्त होगे. कारण भगवान हमें प्यार करते हैं, हम उसके संतान हैं. Now, Narendranath objected to this point. ईश्वर असीम है, निराकार है. That is the definition of ईश्वर. परमात्मा, He is infinite. And हम यहाँ पर कह रहे हैं भगवान नर शरीर धारण करते हैं. नर शरीर is a finite body. How a finite body can be equal to the infinite Ishwar? Scientifically, it is not acceptable. जो विश्वास करते हैं वो मान लेते हैं, लेकिन जो विचार प्रबल है वो कभी नहीं मानेगा. ये संभव नहीं है. और यहाँ पर जब श्री रामकृष्ण आए थे नर शरीर धारण करके, तब नरेंद्रनाथ वॉज टोल्ड दैट ही इज गॉड इनcarnate. Narendranath met him and he was convinced of his spiritual powers, but he refused to take him as an incarnation of God because it does not appeal to his reason. And Sri Ramakrishna never forced him to believe. He said, you go by your own observation, find him out, find me out who I am. So his conclusion was, he is a good person, simple person, a village person, almost illiterate, but a saintly man. He has some spiritual powers, but far from being God. A God, our conception of God is like Rama, Krishna. We have never heard that Rama and Krishna had some physical ailments. The stomach trouble or headache. We have never heard, never is recorded. But Sri Ramakrishna was a stomach patient. All the way he suffered from loose motion throughout his life. He has a very weak structure. BMI was less than the minimum. He could hardly walk. He had to take a transport to go to Calcutta. Very feeble body, and later he was a patient of cancer. How God can be a cancer patient? It is impossible. He never believed. Now, side by side, there was another devotee whose name was Girish Chandra Ghosh, and others also, but led by Girish Chandra Ghosh, who proclaimed, "Nahi, this is Sakshat Ishwar hai, God." Now, Sri Ramakrishna called both parties. Very interesting story. He called both of them. He said, "You sit before me and make a debate. Who I am." And he was silent spectator. Now, Narendranath gave all his rational arguments that an infinity cannot become finite, whereas Girish Chandra Ghosh said, God has infinite powers. by his infinite powers, he can make impossible possible. Now, Narendra could not believe it. Now, the question was asked that, do you believe Sri Krishna was an incarnation of God? All of us believe he was an incarnation of God. Nobody objects. Ramachandra, most of us believe, those who believe in religion, Hindu religion, they believe that Ramachandra was an incarnation of God, Vishnu ka avatar. Now, if you read the nativity, how they were born, recorded in the authorized scriptures, like Sri Krishna ka Janma Katha Bhagavatam mein likha hua hai, Dasham Skanda mein. And we all believe that Bhagavatam is an authentic book written by Swami Shukadeva, a Brahmanishta sannyasi. We believe that it is an authentic book. So also Valmiki Ramayana, we believe it is true. If you read the story of their birth, you will be surprised. This child was born with full clothed, weapons, full hair, all the weapon jewelries. He is born. Is it possible? Shri Krishna was same thing. His record is there. He had long hair, beautiful face, all the ayud, sundar, unka bastra parihit. Have you ever heard a person is being born from mother's womb with all dress and ornaments? It is impossible. But the devotees accept this is true. How? By faith, not by reasoning. So if we reason it out, then nothing will be accepted. Why? Because you are trying to reason out something which is beyond reason. That has to be accepted. Daily we sing a prayer to Sri Ramakrishna. Every day in all the Ramakrishna mission centers, and devotees also sing in their homes Aratrik Bhajan. Sri Ramakrishna ke Jivani, written in lyrics by Swami Vivekananda himself. And at the end of that bhajan, it is written, Namo Namo Prabhu Vakya Manatit Manabachanaika Dhar. That I offer my salutations to one, you, Sri Ramakrishna, who is beyond mind and speech. So the person who is beyond mind and speech, you are trying to bring him down within the bounds of your mind and speech. It will never work. This is not scientific. You are trying to measure something for which you do not have a measuring scale. Your scale falls too short of the person whom you want to measure. Is sambhav nahi hai. So now what happened in that debate? Narendranath went on arguing, but Girish Chandra said no. Then finally Girish Chandra says, the greatest proof is pratyaksha. Proof has 3 dimensions. Pratyaksha, Anuman, and Upaman. By vichar, by reasoning, you can prove something true. By inference, you can also prove something true. जैसे कि जो if you see a fire in your eyes, you say that fire exists. I believe, because I have seen the fire. You do not see the fire, but you see the smoke. Fire you have not seen, you see the smoke. So infer there must be a fire, or the smoke is coming from where? It cannot come from water or ground. Only fire emits smoke. There must be a smoke which you are not able to see. So infer that fire is there. by inference, inferential knowledge. One is direct perception. Another is by cogitation, by reasoning that in this environment there is a possibility of fire and there is an occurrence of fire, so you accept it, yes. It could have been the forest fire, this situation, this environment, this temperature, it is possible. You have not seen, neither you have an inferred. Now in this case, Narendranath's tool was only by reasoning, because his inference denies his experience. If God, he is inferring, seeing a person suffering from cancer, he cannot accept it. Just not acceptable. इस प्रत्यक्ष अनुमान दोनों फेल कर गया और विचार के बल पर वो स्थिर कर रहे हैं ये भगवान नहीं है. Whereas Girish Chandra says, Nore Namita Dekechi, I am seeing him. How can I deny my experience? I am seeing the sun, you are not able to see. That is your misfortune. I am seeing him as God. My experiences of my life has proved he cannot be without. It is not that Girish Chandra believed in Sri Ramakrishna as a God from beginning. Those of you who know this story, he was an utter sinner. He was not a believer. Very interesting. When somebody said that this Sri Ramakrishna is a great saint, he said, I don't believe. He was a great dramatist and a thorough drunkard and out a sinner. He said, fool that I am, I will believe him. He came to see him. They said, why are you going? I said, I am going to disclose his identity. ढोंग कर रहा है, बकवास है, सबको बुरा, सबको बकवास बना रहा है, इनको पोल खोलने के लिए मैं जा रहा हूँ. हो गए. Then it was evening. He went and then he saw that person. He doesn't look like any extraordinary person. And the person it was dark, already getting evening. And then he was asking, is it evening? He was asking. Then he said that how debauched this person is. Everybody is seeing that it is dark and is asking, is it dark? He's a mad person. And then there was another companion, he said, let us go. There is no waste time in this person. The total, he is a fraud. That was his first impression of Sri Ramakrishna. Total fraud. Then he was surprised to find that by the touch of this man, such a worse sinner was converted to a saint. His life changed, life transformed. He was surprised. Without any of his personal effort, he didn't do any tapasya. His life was changed. He was surprised. He used to go to Pross quarters. He went. After going there, Girish Chandra felt a tremendous itching in his body. He left. He said, I cannot stay here. He went on drinking. Later on, he could not touch wine. That inner transformation came. And he was surprised. He scolded him. He drove him out from his residence. Sri Ramakrishna came back. And then he fell at his feet and said, anything less than God can have this so much insult in his life. I accept you as God incarnate. Many experiences in his life. So this is Anubhav. विश्वास अनुभूति से मिलता है, ज्ञान बुद्धि से नहीं। ज्ञान अनुभूति से मिलता है, ज्ञान चर्चा का, डिबेट का बात नहीं है। बट डिबेट एंड डिस्कशन यू कैन नॉट एंड योर डिबेट एनी टाइम, बट व्हेन you have a direct perception, then you have to believe. You can debate whether there is sun or not, whether there is cloud, but when you see the sun face to face, you have to accept it. So when that position comes, when that knowledge dawns, then all your doubts become asunder, tatkal. As Sri Ramakrishna says, suppose there is a dark room, in thousands of years it is dark. The moment you bring a lamp, all darkness, does it cease over ages or instantaneous? तत्काल सारे अंधकार रोशनी में भर जाएगा। वैसे ही जब भगवान का नॉलेज, ज्ञान आ जाते हैं तो हमारा जीवन तत्काल बदल जाते हैं। इसीलिए कहा गया है, सद्गुरु पावे भेद बतावे, जब ज्ञान करे प्रवेश, कैला को मैला छूटे, जब आग करे प्रवेश। सद्गुरु पावे भेद बताए, जब ज्ञान करे उपदेश, कैला को मैला छूटे, जब आग करे प्रवेश। कैला इज डार्क, ब्लैक, but throw it in fire. After some time, the dark fire becomes red hot, gives illumination. Where was it? The touch of fire. So touch of God makes a miracle. जिसको मिला है उसको पता है, उसका विश्वास है। Now यहाँ पर जब भगवद गीता में कहा गया है कि जथई धांशी समिद्धोग्निर, जो भस्मते कुरुते तथा ज्ञानाग्नि तस्य कर्मण भस्मते कुरुत, जथा समिद्धोग्निर भस्मसात कुरुते अर्जुन, जो देर इज बर्निंग फायर, नाउ इन दैट फायर द फ्यूएल burns everything, good or bad, to ashes, nothing will be remaining. वैसे ही ज्ञान रूप अग्नि, ज्ञानाग्नि तस्य कर्माणम, his work, whatever work is pending, that becomes completely burnt, as the fire burns everything that is dumped in it. So if one has various types of karma, karma has various dimensions, that nitya karma, namitik karma, nishiddha karma, apakarma, विकर्मा, जो भी कुछ कर्म है सबको फल मिलेगा। लेकिन जब ज्ञान करे उपदेश, जब ज्ञानाग्नि प्रविष्ट होगा, जब when you begin illumine, in that fire of illumination, everything gets burnt instantaneously and you become free. That is the secret. That cannot be rationalized. That happens when you see the transformation. जब सब व्यक्ति गिरीश घोष को देखा, श्री रामकृष्ण says, I will give the proof when the people will see the transformation. ताज्जुब बन गए, ऐसे महान पापी कैसे सत बन सकता है, दिखाई पड़ रहा है उसके जीवन। वैसे ही जब आपके जीवन में परिवर्तन दिखाई पड़ेगा, तब आपको विश्वास पैदा होगा, तब यथार्थ ज्ञानी बनेंगे। धन्यवाद। जननीं सरदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो स्थित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुः। You close now, chanting of the Lord. If you have any question, you can ask, or you can send me by email or by slips. I will reply later on. अभी सब एक साथ एक भजन करके आज के प्रसंग समापन करेंगे। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम। Thank you. Announcement. First is, if you have any further question to this topic, you are free to ask. We will take up in our next Sunday class. Secondly, most revered President Maharaj is visiting our ashrama. Now, previously there was a proposal of giving initiation. मंत्र दीक्षा का बात हुआ था, अभी वो नहीं हो पाएगा. Is coming there next in Banaras next Sunday, 17th of August, after the Janmashtami. बनारस में पधारेंगे बाई मॉर्निंग फ्लाइट. 18th सोमवार विश्वनाथ अन्नपूर्णा दर्शन करेंगे एवं 19 सुबह वंदे भारत ट्रेन से अयोध्या पधारेंगे मंगलवार एकादशी एवं अयोध्या दर्शन करके शाम को लखनऊ पधारेंगे. ही विल कम टू लखनऊ ऑन नेक्स्ट ट्यूसडे 19 शाम को एट इवनिंग एंड Wednesday he is here 20th evening he takes a evening flight back to Calcutta. कोलकाता चले जाएंगे रात को 9:05 की फ़्लाइट में. शाम को 6 बजे उनका प्रस्थान है. तो बुधवार ऑन 20th of August सुबह 10 से 11 he will be available in the old shrine for darshan, pranam, etc. So those of you who want to meet Revered Maharaj and offer their pranams are welcome to come to the mutt 20th August morning in the old shrine and be seated there. Maharaj will come there. In the meantime, many of the devotees wanted to have initiation. They have given their names. So I have invited them today to have a short discussion about the initiation, why is it necessary, and then how to go forward with this proposal. The very short discussion will be made today in the old temple. Those of you who are interested are welcome to meet there. Thank you.